In this video, I will be covering the concepts of forces that we learned in 9th grade physics. A force is a push or a pull. The standard international unit for force is Newton. A derived unit is when you combine the fundamental units. Force can cause an object with mass to change its velocity. The four fundamental forces are strong nuclear, which is within the nucleus of the atom, electromagnetic, which is long range, weak nuclear, which is within the nucleus of an atom, and gravity, which is long range. We are most aware of gravity, which is the weakest. This is because of large masses. The gravitational force becomes a dominant force. Magnets are a great example of a non-contact force. Each magnet has a north and south pole. Whenever you put the north poles together, they will push apart. Same with the south poles. However, if you put the opposite poles together, they will pull together. Contact forces are those types of forces that result when the two interacting objects are perceived to be physically contacting each other. Since the car is being dragged, it is a normal force, and the chain that is pulling the car is causing a tension force. These are the 9 different types of forces. The two forces that I'll be going over are normal force and force due to gravity, since they are some of the most important forces. An example of a normal force would be a block on a table. The force due to gravity on the block is balanced by the support force from the table. This support force is called the normal force. An example of force due to gravity would be a block suspended from a string. The force due to gravity on the block is balanced due to the stretching of the spring, which is an elastic force. Static equilibrium is when an object is at rest. An example of static equilibrium is by stretching a string. The applied force on the spring is balanced by the elastic force from the string. Dynamic equilibrium is when an object is moving at a constant velocity. An example of dynamic equilibrium is this toy car. It is moving at a constant velocity, and the forces acting upon the car are force due to gravity and normal force, because the car is being supported from the table. When an object is in a state of disequilibrium, the object is not balanced. This golf ball is demonstrating disequilibrium because it is accelerating down the ramp in the direction of the net force. Mass is the amount of matter found in an object. Force due to gravity and weight is the pull on an object from a gravitational field. Location dependency is when mass is not changed based on the strength of gravitational field. For example, if you weighed 60 pounds on Earth, you'd weigh 60 pounds on Mars, Jupiter, and the Sun. Heavier things do not fall faster than light things. A feather in a rock wouldn't fall at the same rate because the feather will encounter more air resistance. Newton's law of universal gravitation states that all objects with mass are attracted to all other objects with mass. The moon's gravitational field is weaker than the Earth's because the moon's mass is smaller than the Earth's mass. This diagram is showing how two masses are attracting to each other.